When property decisions need to be made, turn to NearMap to get an accurate view of what's happening on the ground. NearMap combines the power of AI with up-to-date aerial imagery so you can see the big picture and get the data you need to move work forward. So whether you're assessing damage after a natural disaster, conducting a virtual site visit, or planning for urban growth, NearMap has the views and insights you need. Can your map do that? Go to nearmap.com/mapit to learn more.
Are you looking for guidance and direction? Stop on by the House of Light Tuesdays from 12 to 3 and have tea and tarot with Christy. The House of Light is located at 29 Jackson Street in Newnan, Georgia. Call 470-414-6711 for more information.
Hank Arnold here from Coweta Force. Coweta Force is Newman's own addiction recovery support center. We exist to provide recovery support services for individuals and family members who have been impacted by addiction. Our services are no cost, and all of our information is available on our website at www.cowetaforce.org or follow us on Facebook.
The House of Light brings clarity to your soul, offering a safe space for healing through our compassionate practitioners, services, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
If you think or know you had COVID-19, you can be around others after 10 days since symptoms first appeared, and after 24 hours with no fever without fever-reducing medication, and after other symptoms have improved. If you have tested positive for COVID-19 and you had no symptoms, you can be around others 10 days after you got tested for COVID-19. To learn more, visit cdc.gov/coronavirus.
It's now time for the House of Light presents The Wisdom Cafe, each and every week at this time on 99.1 FM WQEE. Here's this week's special.
Good morning, everybody. This is Tanya Lee. I am coming to you live with Paulo from Southern Art Dance Center, and we're going to be talking about a really great event that's coming up on the 25th?
On the 18th.
February 18th. Okay, so tell me what is going on. What are y'all doing?
So we're doing a weekend, Saturday. Well, hopefully you'll get to a weekend. Right now we're starting with one day. It's called Signature Saturday. And it's a day of different workshops. We start at 10 o'clock. We'll have an introduction. Everybody introduces themselves. We'll have some breath work. We'll have sound workshop. We'll do movement workshop. There'll be Reiki. There'll be yoga, meditation. A meal is provided. It's $30, and that's basically to cover the meal. There's someone talking about human design. Someone's going to talk about creativity. Making creativity wrong so that you can make your life wrong if you want to.
What are you talking about? Wait, what?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We all try to be too safe.
Right.
So it's just about discovering a little bit of yourself. And if it works, we'd like to do it twice a year. It's our first try. It's something I've wanted to do for a long time, and with the House of Light, it kind of like merged really well. It was a great little marriage.
Very organic there, that
really nice
partnership.
We have a beautiful space. Southern Art Dance Center is an umbrella of many different things. There's 5 studios in the building. There's a big ballroom that we rent out, and we always do special events. There's 3 traditional dance studios. We have a pole dancer there. She does really, really well. We teach children from ages 3 to adult. Mm-hmm. We have 3 special classes, which is the Dance for Parkinson's, the Special Needs Dance Without Limits, and a senior class, Balance and Flexibility. So this signature Saturday falls really into that mood of love and wellness and integration, integrity, inclusivity. And we have a really, really inclusive space, which is really beautiful.
So everyone is welcome.
Anyone's welcome. Adults. 18 and above.
18 and above, okay.
Yeah, it should be really fun. We start at 10 o'clock, and we're planning, it might go until 8:30.
Oh, wow.
Because there's so many different...
So this is an all-day event.
Workshop. It's an all-day event. Only $30, and again, it's to cover your meal. It should be really, really fun.
So tell me a little bit about this Art Wrong When you said that, I was like,
So,
what do you mean? You
Dale
can't art wrong?
Lyles
What is that?
Is a Renaissance man. He's a writer, he's a director, he's an actor, he's a dancer. He's done many, many different things. And he wrote a book, How to Make Art Wrong. And it's I think we all play too safe. And so that's I think what he's going to address.
Because art is never wrong if it's coming from your heart, right?
Correct, but artists judge themselves all the time.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Is this good enough? Is this the right colors?
Okay.
You have to allow yourself to be free. Same thing in life. You have to allow to just be free and not be. I feel like this is as long as you're not hurting someone and you're respectful to yourself and to someone else. Possibilities are endless.
Absolutely. So for all of our young budding artists out there, this would be an excellent opportunity for them to pick the brain of an amazing person, right?
For doctors, lawyers, housewives, husbands, whoever,
everybody,
bakers, everybody.
Yeah. So I know you've got breath work. So talk about what breath work is.
So there's different schools of breath work. I address. I'll do a little bit of movement at the beginning. My movement is spine. I really believe that everything comes from the spine. And as you notice, as we get wiser through the years, our body tends to shrink. We tend to curve. The ankles move less. The wrists move less. And so we get this shuffling thing and stiffness. So by keeping the spot, when I work with my Parkinson's dancers and my senior dancers, it's all about using spinal cord and allowing that.
If you could see him, he's moving right now like a dolphin. He's just really into it. It's amazing.
I use dolphin, like dolphins swimming, snakes rolling.
Wow.
But I think it's important to keep the back flexible. It also by going through the bone, the muscles rest on top of the bones. By going deeper into the bone, then the muscles eventually start to release. If you work only on muscle, you tend to grip because you're thinking of I'm working. And
Okay.
Instead of breath. That's my movement. Breath work. There's different schools of breath. There's yoga breath. There's different size of yoga breath. I don't know what this person's doing.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a guest. All these people are guests. The breath work is a guest. The yoga teacher is a guest. Reiki, I know he's a colleague of mine. He and his wife are doing Reiki. We have meditation.
So, okay, give me 2
sound,
seconds.
You know the person is doing sound.
I do.
I'm going to have a sip of coffee while you talk.
Okay, that's wonderful. So I being the president of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce and a member of a practitioner at the House of Light, I've been privy to a lot of really great disciplines in self-care and health and wellness. And Reiki, sound, and breath are 3 of my passions. I love to learn from those practitioners. And Kim Coker, I believe, is who's doing your sound. So for me, meditation has always been challenging. And I was never able to quite reach that, what they call theta state, where you're in complete relaxation.
Yes.
I'm type A, my brain's always going. I'd forget to come back. But when her and one of our other practitioners do the sound baths, it's like a transformation for me. And it's an opportunity for my brain. Those sounds actually quiet my brain where I can actually fully relax and enjoy it. Ute over at True Balance, she has taught me so much about the importance of breath work, and that is another form of body relaxation, and we don't breathe the way we're supposed to. Being movement, we have to breathe, right? So between the breathing and the movement together, it's going to give you such a cool,
Absolutely. When you're tense, when you're stressed, when you're working, the first thing you do is you hold your breath.
Right.
When you should do exactly the opposite. So just having that idea or that understanding of breath, or just coming to awareness, it just makes you more aware. Am I breathing? Am I inhaling? Am I exhaling? Am I holding my tension?
Right.
Absolutely. I'm curious to hear about the sound and talking to her. There's this whole school about each chakra has its own sound.
Correct.
And each chakra has its own color. I find it interesting because as a dancer when I was in school, I was surrounded by opera singers and singers, and they would often talk about the different sounds that come from different
parts of the body.
They would not say meridians, or
Right.
they would not say chakras, but they would say that sounds come from my stomach.
Right.
The little chest sound is a little higher. There's the sound right between your eyes that's very, very high.
Yes.
Right. So I just find that interesting. That even though they're not addressing the chakras in that aspect,
chakras
they're
a lot
still
of times
in touch with those.
Yeah, chakras a lot of times kind of freak people out because it is what you would call a woo-woo or something. But that's something that even modern medicine has realized, that the energy fields that run through our bodies run up and down as meridians, and across, they just call them chakras. Now, what you want to call them, it doesn't matter. Everybody's got them. And a lot of times we may have some physical ailments and don't realize that it's something that's in our emotional state. And that's where the sound, meditation, and chakra realignment comes into play. So if you're supposed to be saying something, right? If you know you're supposed to be saying something to someone and all of a sudden you get a sore throat, you're like, oh, I should be speaking my truth. We've all felt that pang of stomach if you're in a situation where you should be doing something else and all of a sudden you get a really terrible stomach ache. That has nothing to do with your physicality. It has to do with the emotions setting in those places. And so learning a little bit more about ourselves, everybody can benefit from all of the different disciplines that you are providing. Right. I'm real excited.
I do breath work in my class, but I concentrate on the lungs and on the stomach. So I'm curious to see what other areas he's going to maybe address with breath work.
Oxygen is so important.
Exciting
yeah.
evening. It's going to be an exciting day. I want people to come open, come in your sweatpants and sweatshirt, be relaxed and wear comfortable clothing, maybe a blanket. We have mats. No, it should be really, really exciting.
So who's doing your yoga this time? Oh, okay. I wonder if it's Blue Lotus, because we're big fans of Blue Lotus. They do a lot of cool stuff.
I think I remember Donna
saying Blue
Lotus.
Lotus.
We have to meet this week, actually.
Awesome.
Now that I created a schedule, I sent it to her last night. It's been crazy. We just finished several different projects. So in the arts, in the dance center, when you come this Saturday, the 18th, you'll see there's a gallery, and we just finished a huge collection of a family of 12 artists for Black History Month.
Nice.
And no, they're really, really beautiful. And we had a singer that sang spirituals, a dancer, and she went along, the artist Joyce went along and talked about each work and what it meant. So we just finished that. Now I can concentrate on the next thing, which is...
And you have something going on Saturday. Tomorrow, right?
Tonight we have the adult party, which is like a date night.
Nice.
It comes out of the adult...
a little pre-Valentine's.
Salsa, yeah, exactly. We do it every second Friday, second Friday of the month.
Then. I have to put
but
that
this
on my
will be
calendar.
like a Valentine's theme. And it's great. You come, we serve little hors d'oeuvres, and you have a teacher that works with you for an hour, and then you're on your own with the DJ just dancing with your partner.
Oh, that is so wonderful.
There's
really so
cool.
many of us that would love to do that.
Yeah, and it comes out of the salsa classes that we have.
Oh, I want to take a salsa class. I haven't done that in many years.
Something in that space. I love it. And then tomorrow we have parent and child, also for Valentine. It used to be father-daughter, but we opened it.
To
maybe
parent
it includes it to parent and child, because everyone's got a different parent and a different...
So if you're interested in doing this, what do they do? How do they get in touch with you?
Reach out to Southern Art Dance Center, Southern Art Dance on the website, or call. We're right behind the Texas Roadhouse.
I know where you are now. Yeah.
It used to be the old Sears building.
Right off of Bullsboro.
Correct.
Okay.
That's where we are. We're there, and there's a gym also next to it. The chairs, the building. It's a beautiful space.
Well, thanks for all of your stuff. I mean, you are really providing some great services for our community.
That's our missions, community and education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about you.
Me. My name is Paulo Manso de Sousa.
Say that again. Wait, you got to say that again a little slower. I didn't get that one. You're going to have to say that one more time.
Paulo Manso de Sousa. Portuguese name. Great
Portuguese.
name.
Beautiful.
Portuguese. And I'm artistic director of Southern Art Dance. We have the school. We have a professional dance company that we perform. I often come here and talk. about it when we do projects. But yeah, I grew up. My parents immigrated to San Francisco. I grew up in the Bay Area. My first school was San Francisco Ballet.
Wow.
I got a scholarship at SAB, School of American Ballet in New York. Went to New York, danced. My first job at age 21 was at the Met. I was the youngest person out of an audition of 200 people.
Wow.
They hired 2 guys, and we were completely different.
Were you?
He was tall, blonde, blue-eyed, and I'm like Latin and stocky, and but that was a great experience. And then one of the directors actually from the Met reached out to me and said, James Levine was music director, said, if you really want to have a dance career, you need to leave, because this is an opera house.
Right.
Not dance is just secondary. We come in like props.
Right.
And so that's what I did. I went and started working with Edward Villela, who was out of New York City Ballet, and he brought me to Miami as principal dancer. Miami was great. I did all those wonderful Balanchine ballets as principal dancer. Then I decided it's time for me to move on. I left the company and did music videos, commercials. I did a TV series called South Beach, and I was always either a thug or a robber, or just because of the look. I was never the prince. I was a good guy. I was always like running around, and then went to Europe because all my family was there. Was there for a while. Moved here. Was working at Atlanta Ballet. And that's when I decided it's time for me to start something with my own integrity.
There you go. With
professional training. And so the kids we get are kids that really are serious about their dance training. And my belief is not everyone's going to be a principal dancer at a ballet company, but you get discipline, you get to be an educated parent, an educated audience, an educated donor, because we're losing that. People are not realizing that live arts needs
donations. Absolutely.
We live on TV and film, and so we're losing a lot of audiences from live audiences. So that is what that is, and also guide them. Everyone's got a different body, a feeling for the arts. Some people might want to be dancers, some people might want to be choreographers, directors, set designers, whatever it is, going to Broadway. So we guide them. We're doing now a project with Dale, which is Midsummer Night's Dream, where they dance very little, but they speak. And that's for them to discover their voice. So that's going to be fun. The other thing we do, I'll throw that in there, I'll probably come back and talk to them about it, is Arts in the Park, which is in May.
Okay, cool.
And that's a festival we sponsor. This year we're actually getting grants for it, which is exciting.
Okay.
And it's celebrating diversity in the arts. So you have from spoken word to opera, from hip-hop to ballet at Greenville Street Park.
Awesome. And
right now we're concentrating on Signature Saturday.
Signature Saturday.
February 18th.
February 18th. Starts at 10 a.m.
Starts at 10 a.m. If people could come around 9:30 so we can register them and show them the space.
So do you have pre-registration or just register at the door?
Absolutely. They can go. They can call Southern Art Dance, so they can call House of Light. We didn't do any posters, but it's out on social media.
Okay.
So if
I
they
do
go
have
to
that graphic.
House of Light website or Facebook page, they can see it. Same thing with Southern Art Dance.
Okay.
They can see the post.
So we'll work on getting you guys an Eventbrite put up so that we can start getting people in and registered up front, so you'll know how many people we've got. So watch for that, folks.
Heads up. If you decide you want to do this, let us know, just so that we have a head count and make sure everybody's got enough to eat.
Right.
That's mostly what...
That's what we need. And that's really what the money's for, because all of your services cost way more than that. The value of this day is phenomenal.
That's what we talked about. We've seen workshops like this that are, hundreds of dollars, and we just wanted to give something to the community.
Yeah.
We talk to each person that's giving a workshop, and they're doing it for free, and it's just to cover the food,
So I would say once we get all of the finalizations about each of the things, we'll put some information about all of the different workshops that are available and let you guys come and experience some really amazing healing and wellness and movement. How many of us, I'm 53-ish, Our movement is
beautiful.
thank you, you're sweet, is so lax. A lot of us sit behind a desk, or like you said, after COVID, we all just sat in front of the TV. It's time to get back out. It's time to move. It's time to become part of the community again. It's definitely time to support the arts.
And movement is, when you get to that situation, when you're sitting and you go home, it's like, oh my God, I need to do this. But the idea of the energy that you have to spend to move seems so much more than what it really is. And when you're in a situation where everyone's moving and you can move at your own pace, it's a great way to start. And movement releases
a lot of things.
Toxins.
It's healthy. It's good for you.
Yeah.
They say that sitting is the new smoking, right? So stop sitting, get up and move. We need to move more. The other thing is, for the day, you don't have a cap on the age, right? So anybody, do you have a...
No.
For our silver sneaker folks?
We just don't want children
Littles,
there.
okay.
But from 18 and up,
There'll be plenty.
It could be
and so,
102, absolutely.
okay, that's what I wanted to make sure.
Yeah,
There'll be modifications and stuff available for people who may have a little...
chairs, it's a wheelchair, it's, what do you call it? It's
handy-capable?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all flat. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We want everybody to come.
Very good.
And you can do movement seated. You can...
Yeah?
Yeah, my classes are seated when we move, so...
And if anybody who does have either, you said Parkinson's dancers,
Yes.
That's a really specialized class that you might want to find out more information for any of our Parkinson's folks. And then you said special needs kids.
Special needs kids, that's a nice class. Yeah, both of those. And then the senior, it's balance and flexibility. So what the Dance for Parkinson does is, we move, it's social. The theory is, if you diagnose with Parkinson's, you need to move. I work a lot on connecting brain-body connection, and so I have them, we do like exercises with hands and things, but I want them to actually look. They're always looking at me, following me, but I tell them, look at your own hand as we do these exercises.
To remake that connection.
So it connects the cerebral, body-mind
awesome.
connection.
How cool.
No, it's really cool, yeah. It's with music, so it's creative. You're not feeling like you're doing therapy, which is not...
Right, that's not...
It's creative and... Yeah.
I love it. There's so many things I learn about what's going on in Newnan, and you never know what's going to be.
Amazing.
We have created quite a little community here. There is so many amazing practitioners and people that I learn about every single day. And I'm so glad that you found us. The House of Light needed your male energy, and we are loving it.
Wow, yeah.
I know Donna is so excited.
Get the testosterone going.
Donna is so excited about this, and she's really gotten the whole group of us to, really get behind you. So whatever we can do to help spread the word, let us know. Calling what number? What's your phone number?
770-683-3724, and then the House of Light.
I have no idea. Do you have an idea? I have it on speed dial. So 470-414-6711. That's the House of Light. We are located at... I'm terrible hostess, aren't I? We're right next to...
You're right on Jefferson.
No.
Christie's.
Say it again. Christie's. We're right next to Christie's. Christie's. Yes. Sorry. And the new building that they built over there, the chicken. Wishbone. Thank you very much. Yeah. Good man. All right.
That's we're behind the Texas
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse Grill. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's 40 Greenway Court.
40 Greenway Court. Newnan, Georgia.
Again,
go check them out.
Southern Art Dance. Look through. It says what's coming next, and that's there.
Thank you for coming on. I appreciate
you. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff going on at the House of Light this weekend as well. So let's see. Today is Friday. Kim is actually going to be there doing sound therapy. So if you want to go pop over and see Kim, she's going to be doing. Yep, she'll be there from 11 to 3. So in about half an hour. Linda is doing flower essences. Tomorrow, Tara is doing Reiki or Tarot. And Linda's doing a little more flower essence. And then you can come visit me on Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I do a little thing called Aroma Touch. And we take 7 different essential oils. We apply it from the sacral, which is at the bottom of your spine, to your crown, and then on your feet. And we do a little manipulation of the meridians and the chakras. And we use both oil and touch to help relax and bring you into a state of homeostasis.
Oh my God, that sounds wonderful.
It's wonderful. Everybody
My
falls
feet
asleep.
just
You need to come over and get one.
about
Yeah,
it.
come Tuesdays. I'm there from 10 to 3. So
Nice.
yeah, I think that's it for us for tonight, huh? For today,
you for inviting
that
me.
was fun.
You've been listening to the House of Light presents the Wisdom Cafe on 99.1 FM WQEE. The House of Light, a wellness center at 29 Jackson Street here in Newnan, is a place for people to relax and find true healing. For additional information, 407-414-6711. Remember to tune in next week for another healing message from the House of Light presents the Wisdom Cafe right here on 99.1 FM WQEE.